the natural way.
Oh, now it's working, huh? I think it's working now. All right, folks, welcome to Weedsday Wednesday. Starting with the favorite song. Oh my goodness. No? Still not working? At least I got a
Welcome to Weedsday Wednesday, Tucson, Arizona's number one.
Because I got a microphone now.
Podcast about all things medical
At least there's even when I'm talking, you can't even hear me when I'm
And the
talking.
Cannabis Kid.
Nothing.
Our show features news, interviews, and all the latest information about anything and everything medical cannabis related in Tucson, Arizona, and the world at large.
Now we're here? All right. We're on. What?
On Facebook.
Is it?
Follow us on all social media or email thctucson@gmail.com.
We'd like to thank Tumbleweed Health Center and Studio C, along with our main sponsors, for hosting our show every week. With the lowest price certifications in town, you'll find hemp products, accessories, and all things related to medical cannabis education.
Visit Tumbleweed's Health Center at 4826 East Broadway Boulevard or online at tumbleweedshealthcenter.com. And remember,
Be smart,
be safe,
and educate.
Welcome to Weedsday Wednesday, everybody. Woo! Golf clap. How's everybody doing this morning? Apparently we've got a serious delay, but that's okay. We're still here. And we're still getting the pool fixed. Yay. Darn pools. I should just throw a bunch of dirt in there and grow a weed outside. I'm telling you. Spend more money on that damn thing. Yeah. But we don't have to open and close it like you guys did. We don't have that system up here. You just throw a cover over it. And chemicals. Covers and chemicals. Welcome to Weedsday Wednesday, everybody. We're talking covers and chemicals this morning. Just kidding. Oh, pretty weird. Pretty weird. No pool. Pretty weird. No pool. But lovely, isn't it? Yeah. And the grass is growing in. Now Ryan has something to mow. Much more to mow. Like he wanted that. All right. Welcome to Weedsday Wednesday, everybody. It is April the 23rd.
If you suffer from one of these medical conditions and
this
have
silly
been
program.
diagnosed by an Arizona licensed physician, medical cannabis may help relieve your symptoms. Tumbleweeds Health Center is Arizona's premier cannabis certification, health, and education center. Our primary focus is to help the patients of Arizona obtain their medical marijuana card and educate everyone about medical cannabis. With current medical records, approval is a simple process. Contact Tumbleweeds Health Center to see if you qualify for your Arizona medical marijuana card.
Are chronic conditions holding you back from a happy, healthy life? Get on the right track with Tumbleweeds Health Center. Our CBD products are formulated to fit your health lifestyle.
I would definitely say that CBD has changed my life. I mean, I don't worry about my dog anymore, and I don't worry about sleeping anymore.
Tumbleweeds Health Center, voted #1 health center in Tucson, has created a proprietary number of CBD blends, each designed to promote health and well-being. Let Tumbleweeds Health Center show you how CBD products might help you improve your life the natural way.
Woohoo! There we go. We are live. Not dead. Oh, no, little baby, don't you cry. We're still here. How's it going, everybody? Good morning, ganja lovers. Thank you for listening to the show. Open hour. You're worrying me. I'm a girl. We worry. Where are you? In case you're wondering, get ready to find out how many days there are until Christmas. Get it? 246 days until Christmas, 247 until it's over. It's for you. Get prepared. Where? You should just be on like an Amazon like kids book thing, so that every year they just send you a bunch of stuff like automatically right before Christmas, and socks and underwear and t-shirts and things. No, takes the fun out of it. Where are we shopping? It's not Amazon. Where do we go? There's no Mervyn's anymore. There's no Kmart anymore. There's no like little shops anymore. Where do we go for the little shops? Who has socks and underwear and t-shirts for the little guys? eBay? eBay is not local. Well,
It is local.
yeah, but they're all getting
They're
it
all
from Amazon.
A bunch of little shops.
They're all getting it from Amazon,
No,
though.
they're not.
Where are they getting it?
All over the place.
We don't
They
know.
can find it.
We don't even know. What was in your gift bag that you got from Mike the other day? Did you find a good
I
thing?
didn't even look at it. It's still in the trunk.
Oh, no, it's not in the truck anymore.
It's in the trunk.
Oh, I thought you said truck. It's in the trunk. I saw the nose of that truck pull up this morning. I was like, she got a new one already? No. Ugh. Oh my God. This town. Good Lord. Guys, pay the hell attention to what you're doing. Seriously, wake up. When you're on the road, drive. Don't do anything else. Just drive. And leave early. Get out there in enough time so that you're not stupid and you drive across all 75 lanes to get somewhere and you make someone else crash. Just don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Welcome to Weedsday Wednesday. I know we did everything backwards. That's because the show wasn't working. If you want to check us out, we're at tumbleweedshealthcenter.com. And I'm about ready to read to you guys what conditions you can get certified for in the great state of Arizona. You don't even have to come into the office anymore, even though it's a beautiful space to come see at the Good Leaf at 6224 East Speedway Boulevard. We are sharing the love with the Good Leaf, and so we've got both places in there. So come and see us, and come get all your deltas before they go away. We don't know what's happening. We'll find out tomorrow, right? I got an email. It said just an FYI. There's a lawsuit.
Restraining order was filed.
There's a restraining order
Temporary
filed.
restraining
So does
order.
that mean that there's like an injunction where everything's on hold because they can't do anything?
Right, if it goes through.
If it goes
That's what
through.
We're waiting to find out
So-
if it goes through.
Let's see if there's
The
a,
restraining order has been filed.
who filed it and for what and where? Which,
Lawyers in Arizona filed it.
oh, I'm scared. Lawyers in Arizona filed it.
Dean is one.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Let's see if there's any news out there on what's going on with all of our deltas. Let's see. I don't see any Delta news. Was there anything in our email that we could read about that?
They
Sarah.
sent one. They sent them
Is there a lot?
restraining order proposition to.
They did. They sent it to our email. Let's see if we can't find it. So there's a restraining order. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah. Full Spectrum Law Collective. That's funny. All right. Arizona Superior Court in Maricopa County, based upon, how many pages is this? Let's see. Oh, it's short. We'll read it. It shows you my attention span. Let's see here. There's a lawsuit filed. Hemp Industry Trade Association and Arizona Not-for-Profit Corporation plaintiff versus Chris Mays, the Arizona Attorney General, in her official capacity, et al. Proposed order granting temporary restraining order and setting hearing on preliminary injunctions. Junction, what's your function? Based upon the court's review of 1, the verified complaint in this action, 2, the motion for temporary restraining order and motion for order setting hearing on preliminary injunctions, 3, plaintiff's memorandum of points and authorities of support, and 4, and the accompanying exhibits, and upon sufficient cause shown thereby, this court finds that plaintiff has demonstrated a need for a temporary restraining order in this case. See Schoen versus Schoen, 167 Arizona 5863, 1990. It is ordered in all capital letters. Can you yell at the Attorney General like that? You are ordered. I have authority. It's ordered that pending the hearing of the preliminary injunction, defendants and their officers, managers, agents, servants. Wait, we can have servants now? When did that happen? Affiliates, employees, and attorneys, and those persons in active concert or participation with them are. Speaking of concerts, I had a dream with Stevie Nicks in it last night, and she called me Williams. She's like, Williams, and sent me off to get something. And I was like, I'm walking away going, did you just call me Williams? She Williams to me. 1. Enjoined and restrained from enforcing the Attorney General's enforcement letters dated March 24th, 2025, and enforcing penalties of any kind under the laws of this state against persons engaging in commerce involving any good derived from hemp that contains not more than 0.3% Delta 9 THC on a dry weight basis, lighting systems, and 2, enjoined and restrained from the enforcing the Attorney General's opinion number 124-005 dated March 11th, 2024, and enforcing penalties of any kind under the laws of this state against persons engaging in commerce involving any good derived from hemp that contains not more than 0.3% Delta 9 THC on a dry weight basis. This court has exercised its discretion to determine that no bond shall be required and that this order shall be effective immediately. The court further finds that injuries to the plaintiff and its member. Do you understand this at all so far? I mean, does anyone out there get what's going on? There's orders and plaintiffs and slaves. Slaves? Oh, servants. Sorry. Different word. Servants. The court further finds that injuries to the plaintiff and its members are irreparable, as the members of the hemp industry, including manufacturers, distributors, retailers, and affiliated workers. What was that word? Cultivations. Face the threat of arrest, prosecution, property seizure, permanent reputational damage, threat of prosecution, particularly when it chills legal activity. Oh, you guys are killing me. It's a well-recognized form of irreparable harm. Dombrowski versus Pfister, 380 U.S. 479, 486-87, 1965. Moreover, plaintiffs have shown irreparable harm. You gotta give me a new word. In the form of product destruction, loss of goodwill, elimination of jobs, and disruption of business operations, and that harm is present and ongoing. Accordingly, because plaintiffs have demonstrated that immediate and irreparable injury, loss, or damage will likely result to the movement before the adverse parties can be heard in opposition, and because plaintiffs have made a good faith effort to contact defendants by email. Where's the pigeon carrier? Where's the guy on the horse? I mean, since we are following the 1800s laws now, they made a good faith effort to contact defendants by email in advance of formal service of process. This order is granted without notice pursuant to Arizona R. Civ Pro 65B1. Under Arizona R. Civ Pro 65B3, a TRO, temporary restraining order, must expire no later than 10 days after the time it is issued, unless the court extends it for good cause. Therefore, all right, not that you're going to understand any of what I've just said, but therefore, the court hereby sets a hearing on the plaintiff's request for an order to show cause why a preliminary injunction should not issue for blank at blank AM PM. Done this blank day of April 25th at blank AM PM. Well, there you have it, folks. It said nothing that any of us understand except leave us alone. Let us sell the 0.3% or less Delta 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 10 products that don't really have anything to do with you guys. If you're in a dispensary and you're selling more than 0.3% THC, all right, you got it. Then there you go. Then you're a dispensary. If you're in a shop that's, even if you're a dispensary, a hemp dispensary, let's call it, a CBD dispensary, whatever, if it's 0.3% or less, then you're under the law. You're doing the right thing. So that's Arizona for you. Thank you to Terry and Dawn at Cool Blue for sending us this paperwork. Oh, there's more. Oh no, it's the same. I think they sent us. Oh no, there's more. And this one is. Let's see how many pages. This one's 24 pages long. We're not going to read the whole thing because so we just read a summary of something you wouldn't understand. We're not going to read the full thing that you wouldn't understand. And it looks like my pool is fixed. Yay! We have cool ability. And we'll see you back here in a week when it breaks again. All right. There you go. There's the lawsuit from your lawyers in, why don't they call it lawyer? If it's a law, why don't they call it a lawyer, not a lawyer? What kind of accent would that be? A lawyer? Like New York? Like Mark and Alexis? Hey, Mark and Alexis, you guys better whip this one into shape. I'm telling you guys. If not, you're going to be all over my radio show. It's failing. Just kidding. They're pretty great so far. All right. Let's see what else going on in the world of weed now that we've spent 20 minutes talking about that. Okay. There's another new brand now available in Arizona. I'm so excited. So I just want to say I am so thoroughly disappointed in dispensaries. Yep, I'm just going to say it right out loud. Where's my boo? Now that I want my boo, I can't find my boo because it's in a different color. Where'd my boo go? I went to one dispensary on 420, and then I called two more because I'm looking for, and I don't know why people don't have this. I got to call the other 12 dispensaries in town to see if anybody has a full spectrum tincture. You guys, what, as some of them say in the business, tincture, which I hate. It's not tincture, it's a tincture. Why don't you guys have full spectrum tinctures? And this is what they told me at D2. You ready for this one? That's a downtown dispensary. So I call, I'm disappointed, sitting in the parking lot, and I say, do you guys have any full spectrum tinctures? Oh yeah. So I'm getting excited. I'm like, cool. I'm going to come. I'm going to get a special. It's going to be great. I want the full plant. I don't want your isolated and chemically derived terpenes and cannabinoids. I don't want that. I want the damn full plant, and I should be able to get that. So the guy says, yeah, we got CBD and THC 1-to-1. And I go, okay, well, is there anything else in it? Nope, but it's full spectrum. I said, no, it's not. Well, and he says this, well, it might not have the other cannabinoids and terpenes that the whole plant has in it, but it's full spectrum. I said, no, it isn't. If you're isolating your cannabinoids and your terpenes, then you don't have the entourage effect, and you don't have a full spectrum tincture. And this is what I'm talking about. The education at these dispensaries is stupid. Every time you go in there, which I do rarely, and I usually only go to Desert Bloom, and they didn't have it either. There's somebody new in there. Every time you walk in, there's a new person, because everybody that gets a job at a tincture, everybody that gets jobs at dispensaries thinks they're going to go in, they're going to get high as kites, and they're going to stand around and eat donuts, which they did give out for free. And they're not going to have to do a job and just be like, hey, brah, what are you doing, man? I got you some good DVs here. No, you guys have to work. You ever heard of a vacuum, a mop, a dust rag? Pick it up and use it. Don't just sell your fake weed and call it a day, because that's just crap. Total crap. I'm disappointed in the dispensaries. In fact, maybe on my way to Tombstone today, I'll call the other dispensaries and see if anybody actually has a true full spectrum tincture. So I went to Desert Bloom, I went to D2, and I didn't go to D2. I called D2. I was even willing to go to that stupid place. Sorry, that's my opinion. You heard it here first. And I called Saints because I thought, well, Why not? They're on the way home. Nope. Nope, we don't carry full spectrum. Okay. So the full spectrum products that they did have at Desert Bloom were full of artificial flavors, artificial colorings, additives, and anything else you could expect to find in a gummy. No, just won't do it. I won't do it. As I walk out with my free donuts, I'm like, your gummies are full of crap and I'm not going to take them, as I leave with 2 donuts. My hypocrisy goes only so far. Exactly. All right. Let's see what else is going on in the world of weed. Let's read an actual news story. You want to find about new products? Sorry, go to the dispensaries and they'll show you. Ooh, speaking of Alabama, the judge sends Alabama medical cannabis licensing back to square one. Uh-oh, back to square one, guys. Yeah. All right. Well, Circuit Judge James Anderson ruled that the state's regulators' emergency rule established for late 2023 licensing process is void. Guys, we're in 2025 already, and you're just now getting to this? This is one messed up system that we're not in. Well, we're even in a messed up system that we are. One step forward, 83 steps back remains the ongoing theme for Alabama's medical cannabis regulators. Just kidding, I said 2 steps. Who have been attempting to issue business licenses since June of 2023. In the latest legal saga, Montgomery County Circuit Court Judge James Anderson ruled on April 21st that the Alabama Medical Cannabis Commission, the AMCC, erred in utilizing an emergency rule in December of 2023 when it re-awarded licenses in a second do-over. The ruling comes that the AMCC has yet to officially issue 5 vertically integrated facility licenses and 4 dispensary licenses to the awardees due to ongoing litigation. The integrated facility licenses, the state's most competitive category, would authorize companies to cultivate, process, transport, and open up to 5 dispensaries each. Well, that's a little selfish. The dispensary licensees could open up to 3 stores each. Come on, man, share the wealth. Plaintiffs Gemstone, Alabama, LLC, Bragg Canna of Alabama, LLC, and INSA, Alabama, LLC, 3 unsuccessful applicants for the integrated facility licenses filed a motion for partial summary judgment and permanent injunction in the circuit court, naming AMCC and True Leave AL Inc. as defendants. True Leave AL was awarded an integrated facility license in the AMCC's December 2023 do-over despite not having a top 5 score in the license process. In Monday's ruling, Anderson acknowledged that the AMCC implemented the emergency rule without undergoing a traditional rulemaking process of notice and comment, and used that emergency rule as its legal process to award integrated facility licenses to 5 entities during its December 12, 2023 meeting. However, the judge ruled the emergency rule to be void, therefore invalidating the AMCC's licensing awards from December 2023 for lack of, quote, emergency, quote, as required by the Alabama Administrative Procedures Act, the AAPA. Quote, the grounds relied upon by the commission do not rise to the statutory standard of an immediate danger to public health, safety, or welfare, Anderson wrote. An agency's being embroiled in ongoing litigation is simply not a legal emergency, and no authority suggests so. Likewise, the unavailability of medical cannabis is not an emergency because it's not a recent development. Medical cannabis has never been available in Alabama, so its availability or lack thereof is not emergent. The judge also ruled that patient demand for medical cannabis does not suggest an emergency. We want weed. We want weed. No, guys, it doesn't work. The court ruling, nearly 4 years after Governor Kay Ivey signed legislation in May of 2021 to legalize medical cannabis in the Yellowhammer state. What's a Yellowhammer? The Yellowhammer state. Alabama's the Yellowhammer state? Do some research, Silver Sister. Find out if that's the truth and what it means. Ivey signed that legislation 3 days after the state Supreme Court ruled that a November 2020 voter-approved initiative to legalize medical cannabis was unconstitutional. No, Penny Mac. I already have a home, and you're funding it. What's that? The Yellowhammer is a bird? Oh, that poor thing got named after someone's thrown away hammer. While the AMCC initially awarded licenses in June 2023, the commission abandoned that awards process. It's not even yellow? Oh, poor guy. Yellowhammer. Oh, because maybe that's why when you're hammering into wood with your little yellow hammer, it makes that sound. Barely. There's like 4 feathers that might be considered yellow. Essentially, individual sections were scored correctly on applications, but the AMCC determined there were math errors when calculating cumulative scores for some applicants. I'm with you on the math errors. I suck at math. So Verano, a Chicago-based multi-state operator that won one of the 5 coveted integrated facility licenses in that initial award process, turned around and sued the AMCC for rescinding the results. Even after the scores were retabulated, Verano remained the highest scoring applicant. However, when AMCC regulators re-awarded the licenses in the first do-over in August 2023, Verano was left out. At the time, James Leventis, Verano's executive vice president of legal, regulatory, and government affairs, told Cannabis Business Times that the AMCC risked entering an endless circle of lawsuits should it move forward on re-awarding licenses rather than creating a pathway for applicants wrongly left out of the initial licensing awards to challenge their denials. Although Verano's lawsuit was dismissed, Leventis was not wrong in his prediction. Other lawsuits unfolded, and the AMCC decided to establish its now voided emergency rule for the second licensing do-over in December 2023. As part of the emergency rule, licensed applicants were provided the opportunity to present their business plans to 12 commissioners ahead of the award process. During that third licensing attempt, AMCC members took it upon themselves to rank 33 qualifying applicants for the state's integrated Yellowhammer facility licenses during their meeting. Only 2 admit to applicants that they themselves had scored higher than those awarded. In other words, the AMCC members didn't stick to their own scoring structure. In particular, Gemstone, Alabama, one of 3 plaintiffs in this week's ruling, was provided a top 5 score from the AMCC, but then the commissioners voted to award the license to a lower scoring company instead. Warren Cobb, general counsel for Sustainable Alabama LLC, one of the 5 awardees for the December 2023 do-over, told 1819 News. Yes, that's news from 1819. This week that the company plans to appeal Anderson's April 21st order. Judge Anderson's opinion purports to invalidate a rule his court essentially created through the mediation process in October of 2023. The emergency rule was created to allow the plaintiffs to have the presentations they sought and now to cry as illegal. We relied upon this rule, as did every other party, without objection. It was only after the plaintiffs lost did they attempt to attack this rule. However, according to Anderson, the AMCC suspended and did not apply parts of the emergency rule during the December 12, 2023 licensing award meeting. Quote, the fact that commission departed from the ER in the middle of the meeting itself suggests there was no emergency, the judge wrote this week. Second, the commission's most recent action fatally undercuts its claim of an emergency. On April 10, 2025, the commission met and passed proposed rules for notice and comment in the normal course governing the investigative hearings for denied applications such as the plaintiffs. Furthermore, Anderson ruled that the AMCC's decision not to treat the post-award and post-denial investigative hearings as emergent contradicts its position that the October 2023 situation was emergent. Quote, the truth is neither was emergent, he wrote. Well, you know what's an emergency? This. See if we can do. Oh my God, now my computer's being ridiculous. All right. This is an emergency.
If you suffer from one of these medical conditions and have been diagnosed by an Arizona licensed physician, medical cannabis may help relieve your symptoms.
Medical
Tucson
cannabis is an
Health
emergency.
Center is Arizona's premier cannabis certification, health, and education center. Our primary focus is to help the patients of Arizona obtain their medical marijuana card and educate everyone about medical cannabis. With current medical records, approval is a simple process. Contact Tumbleweeds Health Center to see if you qualify for your Arizona medical marijuana card.
Pack it, light it, puff it, and pass. Puff, light it, puff it,
I'm gonna smoke some weed. I got $20 in my I'm a hunt, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome.
Walk into my house like, what up? I got some good pop.
Allergy.
Smoked up, got some herb from the pot shop. Ice in the fridge, it used to be frosty. My friends like, damn, that's a stone ass donkey. Rolling in hella high, looking like it's FIFA time. Dominating all my friends as I eat some chili fries. Draped in a snuggie with my girl sitting next to me. Probably should have had a big gulp full of iced tea. But shit, it was 99 cents. I'll be blazing and
Solid.
about to go and get some munchies. Next, passing up on those Cracker Jacks, Reese's Pieces of Rarity. I gotta get me some
I just
soda
ripped the
pop.
chocolate
My
off.
mouth has been creeping up, but can't remember where I put my keys. Yeah, that's what's up. I'ma take your grandpa's ride. I'ma take your grandpa's ride. No, for real. Ask your grandpa.
Can I take it 65?
The bill cruising
To my local Publix.
Nothing better than rolling with two super pod chicks. They have frozen burritos. I bought frozen burritos. I bought some Ben and Jerry's, and then I bought some Cheetos. Hello, my main man Obama. A couple states have just reformed their laws on marijuana. What you gonna do? Send the feds there? Hell no. The DEAs would be like, they got volcano.
I'm gonna smoke some weed. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome. I'm gonna smoke some weed. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome.
What you know about the science of marijuana? What you know about people suffering from glaucoma? They need it. It helps them with their condition. If you don't believe me, then just ask some eye physicians. Thank your granddad for voting for that guy. Richard Nixon is the president who made the plant illegal. But science is now showing that it's medicine for people, and the private sector's fighting to keep all of that illegal. Alcohol and tobacco, pharmaceutical prisons. I'll take those 4 major lobby groups and fight those motherfuckers. They're making money day and night, all those motherfuckers. And bribing Congress out of sight, all those motherfuckers.
Language.
They be like, it's immoral and unhealthy. I'm like, how many people are you making wealth? Anti-marijuana lobbies are making all kinds of profits, and they don't want you to stop because of all the special interest. I call that getting swindled and pimp shit. I call that getting tricked by the government. That law's hella old, so it's time to update it, regulate it, and then get it under state control. Peak game, look into my political telescope. Think it's gonna stay like this forever?
Oh, hell it won't. No, hell it won't.
Hey, Obama, stop being a hypocrite. You used to smoke weed, fool.
I'm gonna smoke some weed. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome. Let's end the war on drugs. It's time to pull the plug. These special interest groups are nothing more than corporate thugs. Let's end the war on weed. The people have agreed. These special interest groups have kept these laws with bribery. I'm gonna smoke some weed. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop.
Damn, that goes too fast. All right, welcome back to Weedsday Wednesday, everybody. Woo! Thanks for tuning in. April 23rd, in case you're wondering, there are only 246 days until Christmas. 247 until it's over. That's for you, Mr. Allen. And I know you're listening because I've been watching psychic shows on Amazon, and you're out there. I know it. I know you're laughing up there with me. Sorry, Mrs. Allen. We love our Connie. All right, let's see what else is going on in the world of weed. And I was about to read to you what conditions qualify you in the state of Arizona, and then I got all distractible. I think it's because there was a giant javelina running through the neighborhood this morning. I'll show you the video. He was actually back behind my little Chihuahua bestie's house. It's huge. Just cruising along, thinking he owned the neighborhood. Yeah. They're nasty. We don't like them. There's three things I don't like in the animal kingdom: javelinas, mosquitoes, and cockroaches. Ew. I don't like them. All right. Mr. Sully. Okay. If you are wondering what you can get certified for in the great state of Arizona, and you should get certified if only to save the 25% sales tax that you're giving to these dispensaries, that's just gross. You're just losing an eighth of weed every time you go shopping. That's basically what it is. You're just giving them back an eighth of weed. In this state, and you don't even have to come in. You can check out our telemedicine section and fill out our form and be patient and come see us. Lord. PTSD, cancer, glaucoma, AIDS, chronic pain, which covers migraines, car accidents, headaches, fibromyalgia, boo-boos of most kinds. It has to be 2 months or longer. Ooh, hi, Mama Kitty. Severe nausea, arthritis, DDD, seizures, epilepsy, HIV, Hep C, ALS, Crohn's, Alzheimer's, just the agitation of Alzheimer's, dementia, cachexia, wasting syndrome, severe and persistent muscle spasms, including MS. You are eligible for a medical cannabis card if you suffer from a chronic or debilitating disease or medical condition, or just the treatment for a chronic or debilitating disease or medical condition that causes any of the above conditions or more. That's right. If you did not hear your medical condition, don't worry. We can get you certified because there are a lot of things out there that cause pain, cause nausea, cause seizures, cause shakes and tremors like Parkinson's and autisms and Asperger's and all sorts of things. Muscle cramps, leg cramps, menstrual cramps, all the cramps.
If you suffer from one of these medical conditions and have been diagnosed by an Arizona licensed physician, medical cannabis may help relieve your symptoms. Tumbleweeds Health Center is Arizona's premier cannabis certification, health, and education center. Our primary focus is to help the patients of Arizona obtain their medical marijuana card and educate everyone about medical cannabis. With current medical records, approval is a simple process. Contact Tumbleweeds Health Center to see if you qualify for your Arizona medical marijuana card.
Are chronic conditions holding you back from a happy, healthy life? Get on the right track with Tumbleweeds Health Center. Our CBD products are formulated to fit your health lifestyle.
I would definitely say that CBD has changed my life. I mean, I don't worry about my dog anymore, and I don't worry about sleeping anymore.
Tumbleweeds Health Center, voted #1 health center in Tucson, has created a proprietary number of CBD blends, each designed to promote health and well-being. Let Tumbleweeds Health Center show you how CBD products might help you improve your life the natural way.
That's right. Guys, calm down. What the heck? Oh my Lord. Puff, puff. And you would think we've been puffing it to get to all that crap. Jeez Louise. Come on down to Tumbleweeds Health Center at 6224 East Speedway Boulevard. We are parked right inside the Good Leaf. And if you want to go shopping for products, do it now. thegoodleafshop.com. Whoop, whoop. Or come on in. We're open 6 days a week, sometimes 7 on Sundays for a couple hours, just to get you stragglers out there who are cruising around on a Sunday after church. Big, beautiful store, lots of wonderful products, and just come check us out. It's awesome. All right, let's see what's going on in the rest of the world. Tennessee lawmakers redefine hemp cannabinoids to ban THCA and Delta 8 THC. So it looks like this trend is cruising across our country. Tennessee lawmakers approved sweeping changes to state law governing hemp and THC that effectively outlaw most hemp-derived products in the market. That includes synthetic cannabinoids such as Delta 8, as well as products marketed and sold as federally legal THCA, A for acid. You're not doing acid, you're just doing a raw form THC. And that's according to Nashville Radio, WPLN. I wonder if Dolly listens. Hi, Dolly. The bill now awaits Republican Governor Bill Lee's signature. Lee, an outspoken social conservative, is not expected to veto the bill. Tennessee law enforcement has been seizing THCA products on the basis they're actually marijuana goods. They're actually not, guys. Like other states without a regulated marijuana market, Tennessee has seen hemp growers and sellers flourish since the 2018 Farm Bill legalized hemp production across the country, generating as much as $2 million a month. $2 million a month in tax revenue for the state. The Tennessee hemp industry also has drawn negative attention from lawmakers who call the status quo the Wild West. Wild, Wild West. And so Tennessee is the latest state to adjust its laws to account for intoxicating hemp-derived products. Well, you know what? We need to be intoxicated right now, especially with the government we have. It's just blowing our minds. Might as well just blow them up the right way. Quote, we have a situation here in Tennessee where we are essentially dealing with unregulated recreational marijuana. Republican State Senator Richard Briggs, the bill's sponsor, said, according to the Knoxville News Sentinel, we are not going to be a recreational marijuana state. In response, House Bill 1376, which passed the state Senate on a 23-9 vote last week, does the following. One, it changes the definition of THCA from hemp-derived cannabinoid product to precursor of Delta-9 THC. Oh, my Lord. Two, it specifies that synthetic cannabinoids such as Delta-8 THC are also not, quote, hemp-derived cannabinoid products, quote. And three, puts the state Alcoholic Beverage Commission in charge, oh, nice, of hemp-derived cannabinoid products rather than the Department of Agriculture. The new law jeopardizes hemp dispensaries that have sprung up in Tennessee cities, merchants told the Nashville TV station WKRN. Is that for corn? WKRN in Tennessee. All right, guys. Well, there's that. So it looks like, I don't know what you guys are all being crybabies about. Please. It's just weed, and it's decaf weed at that. Trying to find something about news of the world, which is really hard to find right now. So, all right, let's see what else we can find. Ooh, California touts a seizure of $316 million in unlicensed cannabis in its first quarter. I think that's only a partial number, guys. California authorities have seized more than $316 million in unlicensed cannabis and $474,000 in cash in the first quarter of 2025. That's according to Governor Gavin Newsom, whose office also noted in a news release that ramped up enforcement, a key initiative for the Department of Cannabis Control since January, included one, the seizure of 212,681 illicit cannabis plants and 35 firearms. 2, 99 warrants. 3, 29 arrests. As California's legal cannabis market expands, we have a responsibility to crack down on the nefarious actors that put public health at risk and undermine the progress we've made, Newsom said in a statement. Quote, unlicensed, unregulated products threaten consumer safety and jeopardize the integrity of this industry. I laugh at the word, it's integrity of the industry. Several law enforcement and regulatory agencies contributed to the investigations and seizures. The Department of Cannabis Control, the Unified Cannabis Enforcement Task Force, which was established in 2022, the Department of Fish and Wildlife, the California Department of Tax and Fee Administration. Oh, that's why, right there. The Department of Tax and Fee Administration, you guys didn't get from the 212,000 folks. You didn't get your money. That's why. California Department of Pesticide Regulations. Okay, I agree with that one. Torrance and Oakland Police Departments. That's because you guys are way understaffed. And the Alameda District Attorney's Office. I had to go to Alameda to reissue my birth certificate because I was born in Oakland. All right. Oh, is that because there's oaks there? Oakland? We should just call it like it is. Oakland. Since Newsom's emergency regulations in September that eliminated 90 to 95% of hemp retail products, agents from California's Alcoholic Beverage Control have visited 9,251 locations and seized more than 7,000 hemp products from 141 violators. You're in violation, violators. In March, the state's health department extended the temporary ban to at least June for any products with a detectable level of hemp-derived THC. The state said it seized and or eradicated unregulated cannabis products valued at $554 million in 2024, though government estimates are often exaggerated. I'd say that's under-exaggerated. You guys didn't nearly touch the black market out there for cannabis. That's cray-cray. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Cannabis veteran Joe Hodas. I had a dream with Hoda Copy in it last night too. We were trying to take a selfie and Apple just did an update on the phone, which I updated, and it wouldn't get both of us in the picture at the same time. We had a good laugh about this one. And then this other guy spotted her, and he was very strange, him and his wife, and he was making an actual video with him just going back and forth behind me and Hoda in the video, just kind of marching. Yeah, ask me why. It's because I don't get to smoke weed anymore, you guys. That is just lame. Yeah, that's why I'm having stupid dreams. All right, read more. MJ Biz Daily. That's where we're getting our news right now. MJ Biz Daily. All right, why are you leaving Wana? Why are you leaving Wana brand? I think I had. Is that the Wana brand that I have up there on the counter? Is that what it is? I need to check that out because I don't know if that's. Let's take a look. See, we're gonna mosey on over to my counter in the kitchen and see if that's a Wana brand because, is it? Drum roll. Yes, Wana brand. You guys put too much crap in your edibles, and the sugar, and the flavor, and the colors. I don't blame them for leaving. Cannabis industry Joe Hodas is wrapping up his last week as president of Colorado headquartered infused products company Wana Brand, WANA. Hodas, who has led the Boulder-based company since founder Nancy Whitman departed nearly a year ago. Why are you guys leaving? You're in there for a year, you're out? What's going on there, Wana Brand? You're making questioning my purchase. Announced his departure on a LinkedIn post on Tuesday, noting the move is a pretty normal cycle of acquisition, cost-cutting, and consolidation. So what happens is you get a new CEO, you pay him a buttload of money, and then you realize you're paying him too much money. So you hire a new CEO, and you pay a buttload of money, and then you figure out you're giving them too much money. Who's next? I'll do it. I'll be Wana Brand's president. He was referencing Wana Brand's 2021 acquisition by Canada's Canopy Growth Corp. in a transaction that at the time was valued at $297.5 million. Wana said in 2024, the deal value had increased to $350 million. See, too many millions. That transaction was finalized last October when Canopy's American-based holding company, Canopy USA, said it has taken 100% stake in Wana and its properties. What's next for Hodas and Wana? Well, Hodas, who joined Wana in 2020 as the chief marketing officer, said he's unsure about his next career move because he doesn't need a next career. He has so much money, he doesn't have to do anything anymore. What career? As for his successor, Canopy USA spokesperson told MJ Biz Daily that an announcement would be forthcoming. Wana was founded in 2010 as a cannabis edibles company, and it later entered the hemp-derived THC market. In March, Wana landed a deal for Total Wine & More to carry its hemp-derived THC beverages in 9 states. Hodas, who joined Wana after stints with marijuana inhaler company GoFire and edibles pioneer Dixie Elixirs. Oh, remember those bastards? Both based in Denver, said he's looking forward to spending time with his family on his bike and in the mountains. Duh. In his farewell post, he said he's nostalgic and wistful for the early days of regulated marijuana. He also noted that his time at Wana was a period of his greatest professional and personal and monetary growth. Whitman offered opportunity of a lifetime. A goodbye post wouldn't be complete without a farewell to my amazing Wana team. I cannot put into words my appreciation and gratitude for Nancy Whitman. She afforded me the opportunity to make millions of a lifetime and change my trajectory in fundamental ways. Yeah, you're on your bike in the mountains now, buddy. Of course she changed your life. The only way I know how to give back to her is for her to know that I will carry her legacy of leadership. Oh, I'm sure she's so proud as you ride down the mountain and the beautiful mountains of California. Community support, generosity, and kindness would no matter where I go, personally and professionally. Well, all right, Mr. Wana. Joe Hodas is leaving Wana. And anybody want a job? You can now get a job with Wana Brands as their CEO. Go for it. You want some millions? Get them. Because I'm going to come up with a formula for a full spectrum tincture, you goofs. Good Lord. My Lord. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Well, let's do this.
Healthy life? Get on the right track with Tumbleweeds Health Center. Are chronic conditions holding you back from a happy, healthy life? Get on the right track with Tumbleweeds Health Center. Our CBD products are formulated to fit your health lifestyle.
I would definitely say that CBD has changed my life. I mean, I don't worry about my dog anymore, and I don't worry about sleeping anymore.
Tumbleweeds Health Center, voted #1 health center in Tucson, has created a proprietary number of CBD blends, each designed to promote health and well-being. Let Tumbleweeds Health Center show you how CBD products might help you improve your life the natural way.
If you suffer from one of these medical conditions and have been diagnosed by an Arizona licensed physician, medical cannabis may help relieve your symptoms. Tumbleweeds Health Center is Arizona's premier cannabis certification, health, and education center. Our primary focus is to help the patients of Arizona obtain their medical marijuana card and educate everyone about medical cannabis. With current medical records, approval is a simple process. Contact Tumbleweeds Health Center to see if you qualify for your Arizona medical marijuana card.
All righty. Give us a call. 520-838-4430. We are now located at 6224 East Speedway Boulevard. And you can come on down. We're right next to Bookman's. We are across from Trader Joe's, Starbucks, Bubby's Bagels. There's Sashiko Sushi, right? Ooh, that sounds good. Some sushi sounds good. Dang it. I'd rather have sushi. Oh, yeah, never mind. We're next to Bookman's and Beyond Bread and what's that other bookstore? Mostly Books. Good job. Ooh, the dollar store and what's the antique shop right there? Annabelle's Attic, and there's Roses and More, right? And then there's some workout natural gym over there. There's a dental shop over there. Oh, there's those tea with the big black balls in it. What is that? Boba tea. I'm trying to use my brain. Oh, Divine Bovine. Ooh, if you want some good French fries, holy French fries, get on over to Divine Bovine. That's a friend of our son's shop. So you got to go shop local for your cows. They even have buffalo burgers, which I'd like to try next. What's that dough place that has pies and stuff? What's that called? There's the Battery Plus shop. They'll check your batteries for you. Back dope. You got to slip in the back dope. DOUGH, back dope. There's massage by the next to the people with the big black things in their tea. I'm using my noggin. What's the shop we went into with all the African stuff? The African store, UNICEF store, and then the place for the pets. They moved, right? The pet place moved, and then just go to Bookman's and you'll find us. We're right next door to Bookman's, and you can come visit us there. And as always, thank you for tuning in to Weedsday Wednesday. Oh, wrong one. Each and every week we're here Wednesday, 8 to 9 a.m. See what happens when we get off on the wrong foot. We just start hitting the wrong buttons everywhere. April 23rd. Hope you had a good 420. Hope you had a good Jesus Easter and Jesus Weed Easter. Weed Jesus Easter. That was a good day. Candy and Christ. Can't go wrong with that one. All right. Thank you for tuning in. As always, be smart, be safe, and educate. And we'll see you back here next week at Open Hour. We hope you're okay. And we miss you. And we will see you soon. Allergies. Ew. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I think we're gonna have some guests coming up. It's gonna be weird to figure that one out. We'll have to figure it out. They're gonna have to call on my personal cell phone. All right, happy Weedsday Wednesday. Have a good day. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good day. Be nice and smoke a bong.
If you suffer from one of these medical conditions and have been diagnosed by an Arizona licensed physician, medical cannabis may help relieve your symptoms.
Come to Tumbleweeds Health Center.
Arizona's premier cannabis certification, health and education center.
I wish I
Our
could get that
primary
to
focus
just
is to help
stop.
the patients of Arizona obtain their medical marijuana card and educate everyone about medical cannabis. With current medical records, approval is a simple process. Contact Tumbleweeds Health Center to see if you qualify for your Arizona medical marijuana card.
TumbleweedsHealthCenter.com